What is up, guys? I am Crimson Thunder here. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. Last time we took on Baron Blade, and now we're going to go ahead and take on Citizen Dawn. She plays a little bit differently, so I'll explain when it starts. So I'm going to go ahead and select her. We're just going to keep things on standard for now, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the environment. Then let's go to this Wagner Mars base, because that's a fun environment. Now for here, I'm going to take Rob again, and I'm going to pick three other heroes this time. Now note that I already unlocked every single of the variants in the game already, so I'm not going to be able to show you how to unlock these. If you're looking for like a couple of ways you could go unlock all these, you can go ahead and check out this YouTube channel guy named Technomagus. He shows some excellent guides at how to do so, and you can actually find some of his other things useful as well. So you can go ahead and check him out if you ever wanted to see, or you can also see the requirements for yourself. I'll post a link in the description below. So we're going to take on Citizen Dawn at the Wagner Bar stage. We're going to pick Ra again. Since she has a lot of targets, I'm going to go ahead and bring Tempest. His specialty is that he usually does a lot of area damage. I'm going to go ahead and bring Expatriate. She's always fun. And I'm going to use her load ability is kind of okay, but what I really like is her Dark Watch. She uses aim until the end of your next turn, increase her damage dealt by 1. And for here, I'm going to go ahead and bring along one other. And let's go ahead and bring out Bunker. He's pretty tough. So we're going to go ahead and face Citizen Dawn with Ra, Tempest, Dark Watch, Expatriate, and Bunker. I'm going to put her in the front because these two are actually nemesis, so let's go ahead and fight. You have had your fun, but you still possess no true power. You and your allies shall fail. You're wrong, Mother! Many with power use it for the good of all. Why can't you? Alright, so when she starts off, cards are revealed from the top of her deck until the number of heroes -1 citizens are revealed and put them into play. She actually counts herself as a citizen as well, so that's alright. And then during the gameplay, at the start of the villain turn, if there are 5 or more villains in the trash, Citizen Dawn flips. She can only flip this way once per game. And at the end of the villain turn, Citizen Dawn deals the hero target with the highest HP, number of heroes -2 energy damage. And on her flip side, when she's on this flip side, she is immune to damage. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 3, including herself, or more citizens in play, Citizen Dawn flips. So basically, if there are two other citizens in play plus Citizen Dawn, she'll flip. And remember, she can only do this once per game. And at the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. So you gotta be really careful if you have quite a bit of players, especially if you ever play this on advanced. So we'll go ahead and start the game. So she's going to have 3 citizens come out right away. Citizen Anvil reduces damage dealt by citizens by 1. And at the end of the villain turn, if Citizen Hammer is in the trash, put him into play. Citizen Spring, this heals at the end of the villain turn, the citizen regains 1 HP. And Citizen Truth, which is the one I really want to kick in the nuts so much, because as long as he's in play, Citizen Truth and other villain targets other than Citizen Truth are immune to damage. Reduce damage dealt to Citizen Truth by 1. I hate that. When Citizen Dare enters play, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage, and then destroy this card. So play phase, Citizen Autumn. This destroys all ongoing cards controlled by the hero target with the lowest HP. So Citizen Dawn is going to deal damage. I absolutely steer away from Manifest's damage as much as I can, so I'm going to steer this into Ra. Hammer's not in the trash, so nothing happens. Everyone's a full HP. And there are no ongoings in the play. So, we cannot damage anybody until Citizen Truth is gone. Now, Wraith... No, not Wraith. Expatriate is kind of similar to the Wraith as in the last video, except all of her equipments, for the most part, are guns. What she does is she has guns and she has ammo. We have guns and the ammo, and the ammo is are put into particular guns, and they do have similar effects when they do come out. So here, hair trigger reflexes is for this is not going to be useful as of right now, just because of the reduction. Reload is not going to do anything as long as there's no ammo in the trash. Submachine gun, as much as I like this right in this situation, it's not going to help. So I'm going to go ahead and put out this tactical shotgun, and I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the trigger on Citizen Truth, because we need to do as much damage for her. Here's an ammo. I'll explain that in the next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Blaze Tornado because I need to do as much damage as I can, which has been very difficult. So this is only gonna do one. Dafara will help. Now, as much as I like doing this into the stratosphere, it's not gonna really do us any good right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and just skip this. And as much as I like Chain Lightning, is not gonna have too much of a benefit, just be wasted because it'll deal deteriorate. So, and since this Squall will deal everything one projectile damage, it's not gonna do any damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip the turn. And whenever you skip your turn, you are allowed to draw 2 cards, but only if you do not play any cards this way or deactivate any powers. So Bunker, well, he's got these mode cards which have certain effects when they're played, which I'm actually going to not play this right now. So like recharge mode, when it's into play, destroy all the mode cards. You cannot play cards or use powers during this phase. You may draw an additional card during your draw phase, reduce damage to Bunker by 1. At the start of your turn, you can destroy it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually play this ammo drop. Whenever a villain target is destroyed, you may draw a card, even if a mode card says you cannot. And Bunker's power, Initialize, allows me to draw a card. So, auxiliary power source. Bunker does have a tendency to use a lot of equipment as well. In recharge mode. Oxygen leak. Reduce fire damage by 3. This is bad for Ra. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. At the start of the environment turn, deal each target X toxic damage, where X is the number of cards in the environment trash. Since Ra is going to be badly affected by this, I'm going to have Bunker discard a recharge mode, because he can easily get cards back later. This card. Well, this card makes me say, there is a problem on the horizon. There's no horizon. This is basically the Citizen Dawn's most destructive card in her entire deck, which is why I absolutely hate this. It basically destroys everything that is that's non-villain, basically. So this will destroy the tornado, the ammo drop, the shotgun, and if there's any environment cards, this would happen too. This is gonna hurt. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll put the submachine gun out, and instead of skipping the power, I'm gonna use her net power aim. And what this will do is increase all of her damage by 1. She's gotta wait. Just basically trying to get rid of truth as quickly as possible. Alright, I'm gonna go use a Staff of Ra to help with dealing extra damage. So I'm gonna pyre. That might be helpful here. Lightning Slash. This deals 5 damage to Citizen Truth. Now here, now here is gonna be good. So I'm gonna use External Combustion, and since order here will matter, I'm gonna take out Truth first, because now everybody else will be able to take damage, which is reduced by 1 because of the Citizen Anvil. Then I'm gonna initialize and then draw 1 card. At the start, so here is annoying. What this will do is destroy 4 number of players on 4 equipment cards. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, each player may put 1 equipment card from their trash into play. So this is going to destroy the submachine gun and the Staff of Ra. Citizen Blood. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals 1 target with the lowest HP 1 melee damage. If Citizen Sweat's in play, this card deals each hero target 1 melee damage. If Citizen Tears is in play, increase damage built by Citizen Blood by 1. So Dawn's going to hit Ra for 2. Citizen Anvil doesn't do anything. Citizen Spring's going to heal everybody by 1. Since neither one has any, so this one won't matter because they currently don't have any ongoings out, so this doesn't matter. And I'll have a Bunker take this hit, since he's tougher than some of the others. So now I'm going to go ahead and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play this Hair Trigger Reflexes. I know this may not be the practical one, so because this gets a gun now, but you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and use aim. Now here I'm going to use Inbred Fire. This basically makes everybody deal fire, all the heroes deal fire damage, and all fire damage is increased by 1. This will basically negate some of the damage reduction. Chain Lightning. I'm gonna deal 4 damage to that. Start doing some damage to Citizen Dawn. And Squall, which will do 2 fire damage to everything. Bunker, I'm going to go ahead and use this auxiliary power source since he's not able to get any attacks going right now. I'll go ahead and use this power to draw, and this will allow me to draw 3 cards and destroy it, and then destroys it after. External Combustion, Grenade Launcher, deals 2 targets 2 projectile damage, and another 1 target 1 projectile damage. Black Cannon does 1 target 3 projectile damage. Draw for turn. Decommissioned hardware, select set equipment in your trash and put it into play. Oh, is it going to just fine? What I like to do with this one is I have a tendency to like to discard equipment card if I can, because you can put it immediately back into play when that happens. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the incendiary rounds. I'm going to discard the Drawn to the Flame, since this is not gonna help right now. I'm not going to need 2 electric storms. And I'm going to discard this grenade launcher. So, Expatriate is going to put the submachine gun into play. Ra's going to put his Staff of Ra back into play, and this will heal him back to full health. And Bunker is going to put his grenade launcher out. Then the environment turn. Fire in the biosphere. This is going to cause 2+1 to every to all targets, and then each hero can destroy either one of the ongoings, and if they don't, they get to deal. They take more damage this way. So I'm actually not going to do so because we don't need. We want to try to conserve some of our resources. Citizen Dawn is now merged with the power of the sun. I'll set her up for destruction later. Generally Eclipse. Citizen Summer is wreaking havoc on us. But I'm going to try to make sure that they're not going to kill any of these citizens. So I'll just go ahead and aim. Ra's going to play the Flesh of the Sun God. This will make him immune to fire damage, and the power is to protect all the hero cards from all fire damage until the start of the turn. Since I don't want to do anything else, I'll go ahead and use Flesh of the Sun God. So now they're all immune to fire damage. I'm going to go ahead and go Reclaim from the Deep. This will take 1 card from the trash of all the heroes and put it on top of the deck. I'm gonna put the incendiary rounds up. Put the blazing tornado, lightning slash, and the ammo drop, and then Tempest can draw 1 card. I'm gonna skip my power. I'm gonna go into recharge mode because I don't want to start dealing damage yet. This will reduce his damage by 1. I can't play cards use powers, but I get to draw an additional card during my during the draw phase. I'm gonna have Bunker discard 2 cards. Don't need this extra recharge mode. And I'm gonna go ahead and discard this auxiliary power source, since I'm getting a good amount of card draw. Self-destruct sequence? Okay, note. This is not what I expected today. So, this particular one is unique to this environment. When this comes into play, put the top 2 cards of the environment deck face down next to it. That pile is the countdown pile. If the countdown pile is ever empty, everyone dies. Game over. At the start of the environment turn, a player may skip the rest of the turn to put the top card of the environment deck onto the countdown pile. At the start of the environment turn, if the countdown pile contains H plus 2 cards, which is 6 in this case, the sequence has been aborted and the countdown pile and this card are destroyed. Otherwise, discard the top card of the countdown pile. So right now we have 2 cards that does count as being in play. So we got the Meteor Storm and the Villainous Weaponry that are currently on top of this. I'm sorry, under. So Blinding Blast. Citizen Dawn deals each hero target 2 energy damage, and then everyone discards 2. So he took 1 less damage. I'm gonna go put discard the quick draw, reload, Wrathful Gaze, and Scorched Earth. Into the Stratosphere, and gonna get rid of this localized hurricane because I don't need it right now. And then get this Gatling gun and the maintenance unit. Citizen Dare. Increase damage to hero targets by 3 when Citizen Truth enters play. This deal each hero target 1 irreducible psychic and destroy this card, and he cannot be one of the initial citizens at the start of the game. So I'm actually going to make sure that he does not die. Blinding Blast again. I'm gonna get rid of an electrical stratosphere and this electrical storm. Gonna get rid of flat cannon and external combustion. Everybody's immune to fire damage. And no. I'll skip the turn just so she can draw 2. Blaze a Tornado and Inferno. Useful. Gonna use this. This reduces all damage to him by 1. Cleansing Downpour will be useful. I'm not gonna just get rid of that just yet. I'll draw 3 cards. Meteor Storm. All targets are immune to damage. So she flips back. No use of that. Okay. I'm going to skip the rest of the Meteor Storm turn. I'm going to go ahead and Inferno. Since she cannot flip the sway this turn, I'm going to start dealing damage to everything. I'm going to do the Cleansing Downpour. This will heal. This will allow Tempest to heal every hero target by 2. I actually want to clean sweep all of this. Gene-bound Shackles, which is good. We're not going to destroy this. I am going to skip the rest of Bunker's turn because we will die if we don't. Villainous Weaponry will increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1. Luminous Leadership, at the start of a villain turn, each citizen regains 1 HP. Incendiary Rounds, this will play next to a gun card, increase this damage by 1 and change it to fire, and after the power is used, just destroy the card. I'm going to put this on the tactical shotgun. I'm going to start shooting at Citizen Dawn. No. This now Flame Spike is going to deal 1 target 1 fire damage, and then I can use an additional power this turn. Flame Spike, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Villainous Weaponry. Gonna use Pyre, start dealing damage. since both of these have a tendency to deal some fire damage, I'm gonna go ahead and protect everything by fire. And not gonna skip the turn. I'm gonna go Gene-bound Shackles. This will increase the damage dealt by Tempest by the villain target with the highest HP by 2. So it's gonna do an additional 4 damage. Shielding Winds, kind of like that superhero human durability by Legacy, except this will affect everybody and reduce it by 2. Since it's not a lot, since it's a little like chip damage, this is not always gonna be too helpful right now. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the turn, but otherwise we'll die. Oxygen leak. Yeah, we cannot have that, so I'm gonna have Bunker to discard an extra ammo drop he does not need. Return with the Dawn. This will resurrect a citizen from their trash. Oh, thank God! As much as I don't like this card, this is actually going to be really helpful in terms of getting rid of the self-destruct sequence. Now make sure you, whenever you do something like for this, always make sure that you hit the self-destruct sequence itself, not the card underneath it, because you'll actually destroy, cause it to blow up if you do it the other way. Citizen Anvil, Flak Jacket. That devastating roar did quite a bit of harm, but whenever expatriate will build out 3 or more damage from a single source, prevent all of it and destroy this card. And I'm going to use aim. RPG launcher will be helpful. Blazing Tornado. Lightning Slash. This is not going to do anything else right now. I'll go ahead and use the grenade launcher. Shoot. There's an anvil. There's a dawn. Ooh, it is a good card. I'll explain it a little bit. Pervasive Wear Dust. Goes up the rest. Says in Tears, I hate this card. This makes everybody discard 1 card at the end of the villain turn, and has additional effects if the others are in play. This Leadership. And that is an Anvil's bag, as if you hadn't had anything else better to do. Black Jacket, Excavation, Shielding Winds. Yeah, I'll get rid of this for now because I need a lot of cards for that to be used. RPG Launcher, absolutely get rid of this. Now she's left with no cards in her hand. Speed Loading, start of your turn. You can take 1 ammo card from your trash and put it on top of the deck. At the start of your turn, you can play 1 ammo card. Excavation, which will be really helpful right now. I'll put Meteor Storm, and Maintenance Level to the bottom of the deck, and Ron will draw 3 cards. Is it Summon Staff? This will allow me to search for the Staff of Ra, put it in my hand, shuffle the deck, draw a card, play another card. Lightning Slash will kill Anvil. Squall will hit everything. I'll put the flat cannon back out. and shoot at some tiers. Environment turn. So I'm going. Everybody's going to discard. Everybody will discard a card. Don't need this extra blazing tornado. I'll discard the heavy plating. I'll get back the shotgun. Staff of Ra. The Gene-bound shackles. And in this case, I'll put back the heavy plating. This will reduce damage dealt by bunker by 1. Villainous weaponry. Citizen battery. At the end of the environment that the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage. If assault is in play, increase this damage by 2. Citizen winner hits everybody for 2 cold. Alright, I'll get rid of Fleshless Sun God and upgrade mode. And everybody gets hit for cold damage. I'm gonna shoot Citizen Battery for 5. I'll go ahead and summon Staff, put another Staff of Ra into play. I'm going ahead and Flame Spike the Citizen Battery. Gonna kill the tiers. And tornado winner away. Oh, and by the way, whenever any hero is reduced to lower than 10 HP, they do change their visual looks to resemble them taking a lot of damage. Oxygen leak. We cannot have that as long as Ra's out there. And let's have Ra discard the Staff of Ra because we don't need it right now. There's Hammer. He deals every target 3 fire. Return with a Dawn. And the Tempest. Weak. Oh boy, we're taking a lot of damage. Whenever a hero is incapacitated, they flip over. Now, when they're incapacitated, they're not necessarily out of the game at all. They do have these tendencies where they actually have 3 abilities once that you choose. You can, like for this instance, you can have one hero play it, use a power and destroy an ongoing, or reduce the hero damage by 1. I'm gonna get rid of this channel eclipse because that thing is just really annoying. Flame barrier would have been helpful last turn. I'm going to kill Winter. Alright, for this I'm going to make everybody immune to energy. And I'm going to use Flat Cannon to kill Hammer. And hope for the best. Channel the Eclipse. Actually don't need that getting in the way. Go ahead and Inferno. Get rid of the weaponry. start wailing on Citizen Dawn as much as I can. I'm gonna have Rob keep burning something on again. So hold on, stand by 1 second. We got a phone call. Sorry about that. So anyway, now here I can make Bunker destroy this auxiliary power source in order to use another power this turn. I'm gonna hit no because there's no other powers that's really gonna be useful right now. So I'll go ahead and external combustion. He's gonna hit himself for 1 and then hit everything else for 3. And then I'm gonna keep hitting Citizen Dawn as much as I can. I don't want them dealing any more damage right now, so I'm just gonna go maintenance level. Although Meteor Storm is going to come back out. And this won't matter. I'm going to destroy the ammo drop. This don't matter. Everybody's immune. Can't let Meteor Storm needs to get out of the way. Slash the Sun God. Start wailing on Citizen Dawn herself. I'm going to use a power. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, Citizen Dawn is the difficult out of the entire core set. Well, I have an idea on this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this just to put that into play. Shoot, and I'm going to draw 3 cards, and then draw again. Maintenance level. Shuffle the deck. Self-destruct sequence. Of course. She's really killing me. And right now, I need Ra to do the damage. Gonna have Ra. Basically, it's now or never when it comes to dealing as much damage as possible. And I think we can do this. No, I'm going to lay a staff of Ra and see how things go. Ah! Won this game on the skin of our teeth. And if that actual would get you an achievement if you ended up doing this. What this would have done is that you would have gotten this by the skin of your teeth achievement, which would be you would win the game with 1 hero left with 1 HP. So that was actually a really good game up there. I actually cannot even believe it myself that I actually won this. So if make sure you subscribe if you want to keep seeing more. So I'm Crimson Thunder signing off.